I'm James Costantini, Professor of Strategy at INSEAD. By origin, Italian and English. I grew up in Rome, and then I was in the UK and then the US for studies and about a decade in consulting. After which I embarked on my PhD and then joined INSEAD, first on our Singapore campus and now in Fontainebleau. Partnering with clients to develop and evolve programs has been a core part of my role here at INSEAD as a program director, and one that truly motivates me. Now, over the years, as a program director and in my research and other activities, I've been always interested in how firms and industries evolve, adapt and transform. Because these are important dynamics for society at large, as well as for the firms in question. Now, such transformations are often, of course, characterized by lots of uncertainty in that broader environment. For firms, that means they look for something which I would term strategic agility, seeking an appropriate combination of direction setting, but also allowing adaptation to changing circumstances. Now, charting such a course, I find, is as much about the strategy development process as an organizational process. Now, in turn, I find that this means such themes run through many of the companies for which I direct programs at INSEAD. In particular, the client's transformational context means that such programs tend to have objectives that are both at the participant level, individual learning, but also at the organizational level for impact to help with the transformation. Now, that may also mean that cohorts that come through are part of a larger set of participants trying to reach the whole population at a certain level, or, for example, say all direct reports of the executive committee. These are means to make a greater impact on the organization through a wider involvement with the program. Also, as we think of these different objectives at the organizational level and the participant level, it tends to mean, in my experience, that we lean on and leverage a broader set of INSEAD capabilities. So that includes different learning approaches, different colleagues, professors, sessions, different modes of learning, simulations, virtual reality, experiential learning, coaching, and also thinking through delivery on campuses, other locations, online, both asynchronous and synchronous. Of course, with transformations underway, such programs need to stay close to the pulse of the organization and its transformation. One implication I find is that means we at INSEAD, and certainly myself as a program director, have to stay close and involve a set of stakeholders across the client organization. So that means, of course, learning and development organization, also executive sponsors, but also executives that are coming to intervene as speakers, internal mentors for action learning projects, and so forth. Now, what I find for me as a program director in such a dynamic context is that actually the program design aspect becomes an ongoing process. On the one hand, staying in touch with evolving client needs and priorities. On the other hand, seeing what's being developed at INSEAD and capabilities that would fit well into meeting those program objectives. Indeed, to illustrate my longest running client relationship at just over a decade, we've never run the same program for the successive cohorts. Now, if your organization is going through such a transformation and you're looking for a real partner to tailor a program to ensure impact for both participants and your organization, it would be great to have a conversation.